All right. Good evening, guys. Cool. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes so that the rest of them can also join. All right. I'll be on mute till then. Okay. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes. All right. Let's start. It's a Saturday evening, Saturday night. Let's not waste any of our time. Right. Let's close it early also today. All right. Let's close it early. Okay. Cool. So, so far we have completed our. I mean, any new joiners today? Any new joiners? Any new joiners? I mean, attending their first class, attending their first session today. Anyone? If you can raise your hands virtually, that would be helpful. You need not type. You need not type. Don't worry. You need not type. All right. I guess only two people in the session today. Only two people. Lakshmi, Shashank. Yeah. Only Lakshmi and Shashank look to be new today. Okay, Subhashini, you're also the first. You're also a newcomer today. All right, no problem. Okay, okay. Just a very small update for you guys. So Today is going to be the last demo session. Of course, we have not been doing any demos. We have actually started the sessions. We have actually started the course also. So the admin team, for those who have joined today for the first time, the admin team will be posting the YouTube demo links, whatever that has been covered this week. All those videos have been uploaded to YouTube, and those links will be shared with you in the chat box shortly now. Okay, within a few minutes. I mean, by the end of the class, you will be getting those YouTube links. You can refer to the demos from this week on YouTube also. You need not worry. As usual, you can listen to today's session also. That is also fine. One more thing is that today is going to be, since today is going to be the last demo session, from tomorrow onwards, the Zoom link might be changing, and the new Zoom link will be sent to those people who have made the payment. So that will be taken care by the admin team. I mean, I'm not sure who have done the payment, who have not done it. I don't know those details, but it's up to the admin team. Admin team will take care of that, and admin team will be sending the Zoom link details to those people who have made the fee payment. Okay. So that's how it works. And the video recordings and all, based on what you have chosen, the amount you have paid. Not sure if you guys have opted for your video recordings. So if you have paid for video recordings will also be shared with you by the admin team. If not, you'll be getting access to the notes and the daily sessions. And Monday onwards, since the Zoom link is going to change, I will be uploading the notes on Google Classroom immediately on Monday in front of you, and you can start accessing the notes. I will also give you the list of softwares that you need to download. So you can continue as usual from Monday. So the Zoom link is going to change. Just a small disclaimer for you guys. All right. So the new Zoom link will be sent to you to your email, whichever email you have given by the admin team. The admin team will be in touch with you. All right. Yeah. Yes, you're correct. Yeah. Cool. Okay. No problem. So coming back to the session. We have completed our SDLC, the different SDLC models. What all SDLC models did we complete? Can you guys quickly recall? Can you guys quickly recall what SDLC models did we complete? I mean, those who have missed previous sessions, need not worry. From Monday onwards, we are, however, going to revise all of these concepts which have been covered already. So you need not worry about what has been completed already. Don't worry, it will be covered. It will be revised again. You need not worry about that. I'll briefly take you through all of that. Once again, the notes will also be shared with you. Don't panic. Yes, we have covered waterfall model. We have covered prototype model. We have covered incremental iterative model. These are the models we have covered so far. And in functional and non-functional types also, we have covered a few functional and non-functional testing types. So now, we have also covered what black box, white box, and gray box testing is. Okay. So now, let's cover one more SDLC model. Let's cover your V model today. Let's cover your V model. V is nothing but your verification and validation. You can remember it like that. Verification and validation. Okay. How does your V model work? How does your V model work is, what do you verify and what do you validate? You verify the requirements that you get from the client, and you validate those requirements by running your test cases on the developed application. Verification will be done on the requirements. Validation will be done on the code that is developed based on the requirements. How will you validate? By writing your test cases, by using automation or manual, whatever it is. Okay. So verification and validation. Verification is for the requirements that are shared with the BA. Okay. And validation is for the application that is developed. That is your code. How will you validate? Based on your test cases. However, you, be it manual or automation, whatever it is, you'll validate with the help of your test cases. Okay. by testing your application. Okay, and so as you can see this diagram, okay, for every phase, okay, for every phase there is a corresponding testing phase also involved. Okay, for every phase there is a corresponding testing phase involved. So the first phase is, as you know, is requirement analysis phase. So requirements will be gathered, analysis and design, development, your coding, and then your testing. So what happens is once you get the requirements, your application, as I already told you in incremental iterative model, your application is not developed entirely at once. It is developed in phases. It is developed in modules. Different modules will be developed at once and they will be integrated. So what happens in your testing is you're not going to test the entire application at once. No, that's not how it works. You will be testing individual units first. What is a unit now? What is a unit? A unit is nothing but a smallest functionality, a basic functionality in your application. You can consider your login as a unit. Your payment, maybe it can be considered as a unit. Your search functionality, it can be considered as a unit. Okay, all these units, you'll be testing individual functionalities first. You'll be testing individual functionalities first, and post that you will be doing integration testing. What is integration testing? What do you guys remember about integration testing? Now, don't tell me Paytm example. No, I'm not asking you about the example. What did you understand about integration testing? I've given you the example of Paytm. Very good. But don't tell me the example. Tell me the concept that you understood about integration testing. Okay. Exactly. You will verify the flow of data between two modules or two applications in your integration testing. So the example I have given you was, you make your bill payment on Paytm, your electricity bill payment, you will be paying it on Paytm. And after some time, you will be verifying it on your electricity department's website. Are you getting no dues or not? So how will you get no dues? You will be making payment on Paytm. Paytm will be sending the payment details to your electricity department. Automatically, it will be updated in your electricity department website's database. That application's database, it will automatically get updated. Now, all of this is done via integration only. You will not see any, you will not see any particular customer care representative manually updating your records. No, that's not how it works. Because there are lakhs of people who pay electricity bills using Paytm and PhonePe. You don't expect this task to be done manually by the electricity department. They can't even fix the poles, let alone they'll update the records. So no, you should not expect this from the electricity department. So the integration is done in such a way that if you make payment on electricity, if you pay your electricity bill on Paytm, your payment details will be automatically sent to the application, that is your TSSPDCL's website. Automatically, it gets updated in your electricity department's database. So after half an hour or 1 hour, you can see that there are no dues visible on your TSSPDCL, that is your electricity department websites. So this is what was your integration is. Similarly, sometimes integration happens between the same application also. Here there are two applications involved. This is Paytm application. This is TSSPDCL application. Okay. Similarly, even inside the application also, you can see payment. I mean, you can see integration happening. You can see integration happening between two modules inside the same application also. How? How means? Let me show you one example here. Okay. Let's say, how can I tell you? How can I tell you here? What is the easiest example to make you understand? Okay, cool. So I'm not sure how many of you have logins to your IRCTC website. Not sure. So let me show it here only on Make My Trip. Instead of IRCTC, I'll show it to you here. So let's say this is your, makemytrip.com website. So you want to book some flights here. I'm talking about integration within the application, not talking about outside the application like Paytm and electricity department. Within the application also, you'll have lots of integrations. So let's say you want to book a flight ticket from Delhi to Bangalore. I don't stay in Delhi. I stay in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad to Bangalore. Okay. So somewhere around July 1st. I want a flight for July 1st. Okay. One-way trip. And I'm searching for my flights. So did we move from one page to another page? I mean, did we move from one page to another page? No. Were you able to see that we have moved from the main Make My Trip page to another page? Are you guys observing it? No. From here, I will select a flight. Let's say I'll select this flight. Okay. I'll select this flight. Book now. It is automatically opening a new tab for me here. Can you see this? It's automatically opening a new tab. All right. Everyone clear till here? It's automatically opening a new tab here for me. So can you see the same details appearing here, Hyderabad to Bangalore? Because I have taken Hyderabad to Bangalore here in the previous page. It has opened altogether a new page. Now you are at the booking page, actual booking page now. Previously, this was your flight search page. You were searching for your flights previously. This is not the booking page. This was the flight search page. You were searching for your flights based on the requirements. Whatever your requirements were, you are searching for the flights here. This is a search page for you. This is not a booking page. Here, you are searching for the list of flights based on the time. Whichever price range you want, you are selecting your flight. Here also, you're not booking anything. Here also, you're still selecting your flight only. Okay. But after you click on book now, it is opening a new page altogether. So this is your actual booking page. This is your actual booking module here. This is your search module. Think of this as your search module. In this module, you can only search for your flights, select your flights, but you cannot book your flights. Whatever data you select here, whatever flights you select, whatever date, whatever flight, whatever location that you select here, economy, premium economy, business class, whatever that you select here, based on that, your booking page should show you all those details. So Hyderabad to Bangalore, yes, I have selected, this is correct. Saturday, 1st July, yes. Akasa Air, yes, correct. The price, yes, this is the correct price I was shown. So is the data correctly flowing from my search module to booking module? No? Guys, are you able to hear me well? Are you able to hear me well? Am I audible? Yeah, so maybe Lakshmi, I'm not sure who said I'm not audible. Said that I'm not audible. Not sure who it is. Lakshmi, yeah, Lakshmi. Maybe there may be some internet issue at your end. So better, if possible, can you log out and log in again? Better try it like that. If the issue still exists, maybe you'll need to shift your internet. I mean, you're on mobile data, shift to a Wi-Fi connection. So as you can see, in my search module, I was able to search for the flight. I have given the place to and from and to, my choice of class, that is economy, how many people, one person, the date, Saturday, 1st July 2023, and its economy class. So I've given all these details in my search module. And when I say book here, it is automatically taking to a separate page. This is your booking module. Is my data flowing correctly? I mean, this is your final page where this is like a confirmation. So if these details are confirmed, you can start booking your ticket. No problem. You can start booking your ticket by clicking on this particular continue button. So don't Don't you think the data is correctly flowing between these two modules? Is my data correctly flowing between these two modules? I have selected for Hyderabad to Bengaluru. Am I getting Hyderabad to Bengaluru or Hyderabad to something else? Are my from and two places correct? This is the data I have provided here. This is the data. One way, Hyderabad to Bengaluru, Saturday, 1st July, one adult economy. This is my requirement. This is how I have selected my flight. And I have selected Akasha Air flight, this one. So in the booking module, are my details exactly reflecting here? I have not yet booked the ticket. This is like a final confirmation before I pay. Are my details correctly reflecting here? Or is there any mismatch in the details that is reflecting? So the details are correctly reflecting here. I said Hyderabad to Bengaluru. Yes. Saturday, 1st July. Yes. Akasha Air. Yes. Okay. Economy. Yes. All of these details are reflecting correctly. So it means that between your search module and your booking module, your flight search module and your flight booking module, the data is flowing properly. But of course, it does not mean that you are able to book the ticket. You have not yet booked the ticket yet. Okay. You did not book your ticket yet. It's just that the booking module is correctly taking the details from the search module. That's all you can confirm here. You cannot confirm that the tickets can be booked. You never know the tickets can be booked or not because you've not even booked the tickets. So what all you can confirm is, as part of integration testing, we have now verified that data is flowing between your search module, that is your flight search module, and your flight booking module. Yes, integrations are working fine between these two modules. This is what you can confirm. So are you able to understand integration testing now? Is it clear? Or do you have any confusion? Any clarity that is missing for you? All good? So as part of your integration testing, you will verify if the data is flowing between two applications or two modules or not. Here, one module is your search module, other module is your booking module. In my search module, okay, in my search module, I have given my from and to details. From is Hyderabad, to is Bangalore, my departure date, that is first Saturday. All these details. I have given all these details for my flight booking. Revati, this is for you. So I have given all these details while searching for my flight. I wanted to search for a flight. So to search the flight, I'm giving all these details. Okay. So if I click on search, I'll get all the list of files. From these list of files, I should choose any flights, sorry, not files, flights. I should choose any flight of my choice based on my requirement. And in the booking module, I can see that my data is getting exactly reflected. Imagine you book your ticket for Hyderabad to Bengaluru on Saturday, 1st July. Okay, Saturday, 1st July, morning 9 a.m. You have booked a ticket. You wanted to book a ticket. You have selected the flight accordingly. You have selected a flight here accordingly. But when it comes to the booking module, in the search module, you have selected Hyderabad to Bangalore, 1st July, 9 a.m. morning flight, basically. But when you came to the booking module, it says Hyderabad to Bangalore, but instead of 1st July, it is giving you 2nd July. And instead of 9 a.m. flight, it is giving 9 p.m. flight. So do you feel that data is getting flowing properly? This case, if the details are not reflecting correctly, do you think the data is flowing properly? No, the integration has not happened correctly. Or imagine your details are not even visible. Everything here is blank. Your booking module has opened empty. That's it. Then your integrations did not happen correctly. The two types of integrations are your top-down integration and bottom-up integration. So top-down and bottom-up integration, it's nothing but if I have to give you the same example, the same example of this particular booking module, the top-down integration is nothing but how should I tell you about top-down integration? If this example I have to give you, or let's give me, could I give you any other example? It's like, the main modules, whatever important module that you have. Here, my important module is my booking module. So I'll start in the top-down integration approach. My booking module will be tested first, and then my search module, top-down. In the bottom-up approach, in the bottom-up integration, my search module will be tested first, and then my booking module will be tested next. So it's ultimately you are doing integration testing only, but depends where you are starting from. Either you start from search to booking or booking to search. That's what matters. And I've got a question in the chat box. Rajesh, you have said, what is the difference between system testing and system integration testing? System integration testing or integration testing, both are same. You only verify for the integrations in the entire application. You will not test the entire application in system integration testing or integration testing. System integration testing or integration testing, both same. Both same. Okay. If there is integration testing, it does not mean that you are going to test the entire application. You are only going to test the application wherever there are integrations present. Wherever 2 or more modules are integrated, are connected, are joined, only those you will be testing. You not test the entire application. Okay. Whereas in your system testing, you will very rarely do your system testing, because system testing is nothing but you'll test the entire application for both functional and non-functional requirements. Basically, you'll be testing the entire application, which we will not be doing. Manual testers, be it manual testers or automation engineers, they'll not be doing system testing. Very rarely system testing will be done. Because if you do your regression, if you do your sanity, if you do your smoke, if you do your integration testing, if you do all these kinds of testing, it's nothing but your system testing itself. No. How can you take one test case? Imagine, can you verify your entire make my trip functionality with one flight test case? Can you verify the functionality of your entire make my trip website by booking one flight, by automating one test case? No, right? You have separate modules. Flights is separate module, hotels, holidays, these are all separate modules. So you'll not be able to test the entire application in your system testing. System testing is something that is very rarely done. But system integration testing, SIT, or your integration testing will be most commonly done. So system SIT, system integration testing or integration testing, both are common, similar only. So Venkat, we will be covering that later, but to give you an example, you have asked on which environment does a tester perform testing. So you have 3 environments usually. As part of your project, you'll have 3 environments. I mean, not mandatory, everyone will have those 3 in every project, but in most of the companies, testers will have a separate environment for themselves. Testers will have a separate application, which is designed especially for their testing purposes only. Okay. It is exact replica, exact clone, exact copy of your actual application only. Whatever that you do, whatever testing that you do on this QA application, your testing application, the same will be, it's almost similar to what you do on your production level application. Usually you will have 3 environments. One is the development environment, other is the staging environment, the last one is the production environment. That is your live application. Okay. You will usually not do any testing on development in the development environment, but if it is required, you might do it. You will be most commonly doing in staging environment, or they will be giving you a separate URL or separate application exclusively for testing purposes. Your development team will not be present. Only your testing team will be present in that particular application. Okay. Only the testing team will be present. What will you do in your Selenium? They'll be giving you link for the application, link of the application. Selenium is browser-based automation. Anything that you do on your browser, selecting these buttons, typing something here, clicking this button, whatever that you do on your browser can be automated using Selenium. So the URL of the application will be provided to you, and the URL will be specific for the testing team. The testing team will be getting a separate URL. Most of the cases, they'll be getting a separate URL, because what happens is sometimes there are some limitations for automation also. Okay. there are some limitations. You have this CAPTCHA here. This is called as CAPTCHA. Everyone knows CAPTCHA? I believe everyone knows CAPTCHA. So CAPTCHA cannot be automated using Selenium. CAPTCHA cannot be automated using Selenium. So what is the solution? Even OTPs cannot be automated with the help of Selenium. Although there might be some libraries using which we can automate OTP, but CAPTCHA is 100% not automatable. The very purpose of CAPTCHA is to prevent automation. That is the purpose of your CAPTCHA. So what happens? But if your application has CAPTCHA, how will you automate? For the same reason, in your QA environment, okay, the application that they give you for testing, in that application, they will be disabling OTPs or CAPTCHAs. Not have OTPs, will not have CAPTCHAs in your original application. I mean, in your testing application. No, video and audio also you cannot test. Video and audio also you cannot test. There are no tools in the market which will test video and audio. So in your real-time, in your production environment, you will be having CAPTCHA and all of that stuff. Even in your development environment, you'll have CAPTCHA and OTP. But in your testing environment, you will not have any OTP. But even if you have OTP, every time you'll be having the same OTP. Every time you'll use the same OTP. So that can be automated, no problem. But if each time if you get a new OTP, just like in real time, then you cannot automate it. So that is why each time you get new CAPTCHA or each time you get new OTP, you cannot automate that stuff. So what they will do in your testing environment is either they will disable environment, nothing but your application only. Your application only. So imagine this is makemytrip.com. This is makemytrip.com, which we use. End user application. Makemytrip.com end user application. So you don't know what the development URL is because we are not MakeMyTrip employees. We are not the developers of MakeMyTrip. We don't know how the MakeMyTrip development environment looks like, but it is also URL. So it can be something like this, MMT, something like this, mmtdev.co.in or .com, whatever it is. And this is not accessible to outsiders. This is accessible only inside the organization. Inside the organization of MakeMyTrip only. Okay. This is the application. This is the URL which the developers will use. And this is accessible only inside the organization. You connect to MakeMyTrip's VPN, only then you will access it. And for a testing, mmtqa.com will be something like this. This is also inside the organization only. So this is for your developers. Okay. This is for your team. Development team will be using this application. They will be developing the code and they will be verifying it on this particular website. This URL is for your QA team. This URL is for your QA team or your testing team. QA or a testing, both are same. QA is quality assurance. So how many environments do you see now? How many environments do you see here? Three. You have three environments. MakeMyTrip.com, our actual application that we are using here. End user application. That is your application, your production application. Your MMT dev, that is your development application. Your QA, your testing based application. So these are your three environments. So for QA team, they'll be giving access to this particular URL. Okay. Sometimes you may have to do testing on the actual live application also. Sometimes you should do testing on the live application also, because after release, you should also check if the final application is also working fine or not. So you should do your testing even on the final application also sometimes. So you might do it on the production application also sometimes. So these are the three environments. So in your development environment, your developers will be working on all the code. And after they have developed the code, they will develop an exact duplicate copy of the development environment so that the testing team can test the application. That is nothing but your MMT QA. This is your QA application. This QA application is almost 99% similar to your development application only, most of the cases. This OTP, CAPTCHA, all these details might be disabled. The rest of the functionality, screens, buttons, everything will be same. So this is only for development. This is only for testing. So this is QA is the exact duplicate copy of your development. You will be doing your testing on this application. If you get any bugs, if you get any bugs, the developer will be fixing the dev environment as well as the QA environment. Both environments will be fixing both the environments. And once you are done testing on your QA environment, whatever has been tested, it will move to your production. That is your live application. Understood the sequence now, everyone? How your testing happens? Is this clear for you guys? I mean, most of the times this is how it happens. But again, project to project, there may be a few differences. I'm not saying this is the standard practice. This is not the exact practice, but most of the cases, this is the standard practice, how your testing happens, how your development happens. Okay, you'll not be directly working or testing on the developer's environment. No, because developers might be working on something else, in order not to disturb their work. Better you have a separate environment for yourself. So that is why you have your QA application. This is how your testing works. So I was asked, can we automate emails? Again, emails are something, if it does not contain OTP or CAPTCHA, you can, no problem. If it does not contain OTP or CAPTCHA, you can. Browser-based emails, you can automate, no problem. Anything else, guys? All right. All right. I hope I'm clear. I hope I'm audible. Test case. What is meant by test case? Can we automate test report automation using mail? No, maybe possible, maybe not possible. Cannot say what kind of mail you are using, because some websites you cannot automate and nobody expects you to automate your emails. If that's not the functionality, why you automate? Email automation is not something anyone does. In my 8 years of experience, I have never done email automation. Email automation is not something that is necessary also. For that, I mean, you don't do automation for your emails. Test case. What is meant by test case? Test case is nothing but step-by-step process that you follow to verify a functionality. So let's say you want to verify the login functionality here. Am I able to log into Facebook or not? You want to verify this particular functionality. You want to verify if you type your login details, are you able to log into Facebook or not? This is what you want to verify. So the functionality is login functionality. So how will you test this? The first step is to provide your email address. The second step is to provide your password. The third step is to click on this login button. So this entire sequence, step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, this entire sequence of process that you are following to test the login functionality, that is called as your test case. So Sai Reddy, is that clear? All right, good to know. So where were we? Where were we present? We got a little diverted. Integration testing. So first you will do your unit testing. Individual units have to be tested separately, or let's say you'll have to test this first. You'll have to test this search functionality. Next, similarly, all these individual modules need to be selected, and wherever integrations are present, it's not mandatory that every place you will have an integration. You may have it, you may not have it. It's not mandatory that every place you'll have an integration. You may have it, you may not have it. So you'll do your integration testing next. Integration testing needs to be started only after unit testing. If your individual units are not working fine, then you should not start your integration test. That is why first you will do your unit testing. If individual units in isolation, are they working fine? Okay, in isolation, if they are working fine, then you will do your integration testing. How are they working? If we connect two different units, 2 or more units, how are they working? Individually, they are working fine. In isolation, they are working fine. But how are they working if we connect 2 or more modules? That is what you will verify in your integration test. After you are done with your integration test, what will you do? After you are done with your integration testing, your system testing. Nothing but you will test your entire application, both functional and non-functional testing types. Okay. Your regression, your integration, sanity, smoke, compatibility, monkey testing, all those different types of load testing, stress testing, all those different types of testing will have to be done wherever required. It's not mandatory that every place you will do performance testing, every place you will do regression testing. Wherever it is required, you have a separate test plan document. Based on that, you will be doing the testing. Okay. And after your entire application has been tested, your testing has been done. The client may also do his testing sometimes. The client may also do his testing sometimes. That is nothing but the acceptance testing. That is nothing but the acceptance testing. Acceptance testing, sometimes it is done by the client. Sometimes it is done by the client, or sometimes it is done by the end users also. Sometimes it is done by the end users also. Okay. So acceptance testing is of two types. Alpha and beta testing. Everyone with me till here, or do you want me to stop or hold on for some time? Do you want to take a minute's break or anything like that? All okay? Where the V module will start? From the requirements. Obviously from the requirements. This left part is your verification. This right side part is your validation. So you'll take your requirements. Obviously the entire SDLC process will be done. Who does system testing? The testing team only will do the system testing. There is no special team who does the system testing. But very rarely anyone does system testing. To be honest with you, to be frank, system testing is done very rarely. Sometimes you will have separate teams for integration testing. That is your system integration testing or integration testing, and your normal regression, sanity, smoke testing. You will have separate teams. There you can find separate integration testing teams in some companies. You will find separate teams which handle each module also. Okay. There will be a separate testing team which will handle booking module. There will be a separate testing team which will handle your payment module. There will be a separate testing team which will handle your entire search module. It is not mandatory that one testing team will manage the entire application. One team will manage the testing of entire application. No. Maybe, maybe not. Depending upon the size of the application. MakeMyTrip is a very big application. Imagine one testing team handling flights, hotels, all of these modules. May not be possible for one testing team. So you might have separate testing teams which will look into flights, which will look into hotels, homestays, trains, buses, cabs, separately. There might be separate teams. All right. So maybe not possible, maybe possible system testing. We really can't say that. System testing is not done by, it is not possible to be done in one test case or two test cases. So if all your integrations, regression test cases, sanity, smoke, performance, load, stress, all of these are working fine, then that's a go ahead, no problem. Okay. So don't be in a confusion that one team will be handling the entire testing of the application. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. This is a very big application. You will have multiple testing teams handling multiple modules. Okay. You might have a separate team which handles only payment testing regarding your payment module. You never know. How many modules do you think even one team can handle? Maybe not possible for one team to handle the entire thing also. Okay. So after you are done with your system testing, there is acceptance testing. Acceptance testing is of two types: alpha and beta testing. Alpha and beta testing. Or some people also call it as, some people also do UAT, user acceptance testing. As part of acceptance testing, you have UAT. UAT means user acceptance testing. Nothing but in UAT, you will give the application for the end user. Okay, you'll hand over the application to the end user, or you'll give access to the end user, and you will take the feedback from the end user. You will leave it to the end user. The end user will start using the application. After that, you will receive the feedback from the end user. Just like a trial run. Just like a trial run. Okay. Understood what UAT is? UAT is clear for you guys? It is nothing but user acceptance testing. You will be giving access to the end user. The end user will start using the application. If he has got any feedback, he'll give the feedback to you. So works some sort of like a trial run. Okay. But it is the actual application only. It's the actual application only. You'll take the feedback and you will implement that feedback. Okay. If at all you find any, if at all you get any feedback. And in your alpha and beta testing, in your alpha testing, okay, your alpha testing is sometimes done by the client at his end or sometimes even at our end also. So the alpha testing, it's nothing but the testing activity is carried out in the presence of the client, in the supervision of the client. The client will be there, the client will be monitoring your testing. Does not mean he'll come and sit beside you. Does not mean he'll come and sit beside you. He'll be present, he'll be monitoring your test results. How many test cases are you executing? How many of them are passing? How many of them are failing? If they are failing, what is the reason for the failure? He'll be monitoring your testing results. But in case of beta testing, the client will not be there in case of beta testing. Then how does beta testing work? Anyone has any idea of Chrome beta? Chrome beta. Anyone has any idea of Chrome beta? Okay, no problem. Let me show it to you in on my screen. Hold on. This is your Play Store. Okay. This is your Chrome beta version of your application. What is your beta version? Beta version is nothing but, this is not your final Google Chrome that you use on your mobile phones. This is similar to your Google Chrome only, but it is a beta version. What is a beta version is, this application is open for testing. Anyone can participate and anyone can test this browser version. No problem. Anyone can test Chrome. If they can download this Chrome beta application on their mobile phone, anyone can start testing this application, Chrome beta application. But you may not be able to test your normal Google Chrome application. This normal Google Chrome may not be able to test this normal Google Chrome. You can test your Google Chrome beta. The very purpose of Google Chrome beta is to do beta testing. What is beta testing? So Google they have released their beta version of the application on Google Play. So if you download, you can start testing this application. And if you find any bugs, you can report it to Google. Okay. You can check the details here. You can check the details about this app. The about this app application, you can also start testing the application based on the details that are provided here. There is a beta testing program exclusively conducted by your Google. By Google, they conduct exclusive beta testing programs. So you can participate in beta testing programs and you can test the application. If you have got any feedback, imagine you have found out any bug in Google Chrome, you can inform it to Google. And if they consider that your feedback, your bug is a very genuine bug, they may fix that bug also. But it does not mean that Google is going to call you, Google is going to mail you, Google is going to ask you for the feedback. No, Google is not interested in your testing. Google is only interested in your bugs. Google is not going to be involved in your testing process. Google is not even going to ask you the results also. You are doing the testing all by yourself on your interest. Google is not going to pay any salary also for you. You are doing the testing out of your own interest. You are a tech enthusiast and you are doing the testing. That's it. Google did not ask you to do it. Sundar Pichai did not mail you. He did not call you. He did not message you on WhatsApp. Bhaiya, mera application test karo. He did not ask you that. You are testing out of your own interest. If you find any bug, you report it. If Google feels that your bug is a very genuine bug, if your feedback is very genuine, they may accept your feedback. And if you are lucky, you might be paid some reward. That's how it works. You might be aware of bug bounty programs. So in news also, you might be seeing sometimes so and so person has found out some bug in Facebook. Facebook has rewarded him with some thousands of dollars. You must have seen this on news. If you remember a couple of years back, you must have seen this on news. So some person from India, he has found out some particular bug in Facebook, a major security issue, which after being reported to Facebook, Facebook has paid him. Facebook has given some reward to that particular guy. This is how your beta testing works. The client is not involved in your testing process. You are testing the application out of your own interest. If you find any feedback, you report it to the client. The client, if he feels it is serious feedback, he will consider it. If he considers that your feedback is not serious, he'll not even take your feedback. That's how your Chrome beta, your beta testing works. Understood what beta testing is? Understood what your beta testing is, everyone? And one more thing I would like to explain. Of course, I would have explained it later on, but one more thing. Okay, let's not confuse you now. Let's not confuse you. I'll explain it when the time comes. Don't worry. So are you guys clear till here? Are you guys clear till here, everyone? I hope everything is clear. Or do you have any other queries? So in your beta testing, okay, in your beta testing, so someone has asked me to repeat beta testing again. So in your beta testing, what you will do is you will be testing the application without the presence of the client. The client will not be there when you are testing the application. Usually when you are doing your testing in your corporate IT companies, the client will be asking you for the results. Okay, boss, you have done your testing. Share the results of your testing. Okay, we have executed 10 test cases. What is the result of 10 test cases? Or you have tested the search module. You have tested the search module. What is the outcome of your search of your testing? What did you test and what is the outcome? Were you able to find any bugs, or was the application working fine, or the application not working fine? What did you do and what is the outcome? Your client is going to ask you all those details. Functional testing usually. So that's what beta testing is also a kind of, of course, cannot say if it is functional or non-functional. You cannot categorize this. Functional testing is just broadly one term. Under functional testing, you'll have multiple testing types. Regression is also functional testing only. Sanity is also functional testing only. Integration is also functional testing only. Okay. These are the different types of functional testing. Okay. Beta might also come under your functional testing only. It is also a type of functional testing only. So, you ask me for the difference, this is what it is. Functional testing has got multiple types of testing. Your regression, sanity, smoke, integration, all of these are functional testing types only. Just similar to your beta. Okay. No, you will never do beta testing in real world, to be honest. Only product-based companies will be doing those beta testing. And this is what the real-time example is. What more real-time example? This is the best real-time example. This is real-time example only. This is not, I don't work for Google. This is real-time example only. This is the real-time example. Chrome beta is the real-time example for you. This is what is your V model is. So, of course, V model, you'll not be using V model anywhere. Even in your agile methodology also is an adaptation for your V model. You can think of it like that, because in any testing process, you will never do integration or the system testing directly. First start with your unit testing, your integration testing, your system testing, and acceptance testing. Okay. You will never do directly system testing or integration testing in your real time. You'll always start with unit testing only. So you may not directly use V model in your projects, but you will use the concepts of model in your agile methodology. Okay. So this is what is your V model is. Okay. So ideally, if it has been a weekday, I would have taken for some more time. But since it's already a Saturday night, 10 o'clock. Ramu, the notes will be shared from Monday onwards. Don't worry. The notes will be shared from Monday onwards. Okay. So ideally, I would have continued, but since it is weekend Saturday night, it's already 10 o'clock. I hope you guys have your plans for Saturday evening. So I'll be closing here for today. Usually the session will be for 1.5 hours, at least 1 hour 15, 1 hour 20 minutes for sure. Pakka. I will not be leaving you guys before 1 hour. Okay, I will not be leaving you guys before 1 hour for sure. Pakka, it will be 1 hour. Pakka 1 hour 15 minutes for sure every day. And if I feel that you guys can take some more concepts, I will explain 1 hour 45 minutes, 2 hours also sometimes. Depends on your capability, depends on your interest. 1 hour for sure, 1 hour 15 minutes also for sure. More than that, depends on your interest, depends on your participation. Okay, I will take 1 hour 20 minutes for sure. Need not worry about that. Okay, since today is Saturday night, it's already Saturday night. You guys have your plans, so that is why I want to stop it here today. Okay, so do you guys have any other queries, or are we good to close? Yes, Smruti, yes, we can automate Excel also. I mean, not the entire Excel file, but yes, you can automate certain fields in Excel using Java. You need not worry. That will also be covered in this course. And for those people who have joined today, can you please raise your hands quickly once, virtually? Those who have joined today for the first time. Or did you guys leave? Okay, I'll quickly take you through the course contents once. This course duration is for 2.5 months. Okay, manual plus automation. I'll be teaching both manual as well as automation. At the end of the course, I'll also help you with your resume preparation, and you can upload your resume and Naukri on Naukri. I'll show you the process also. You not worry. We'll be covering manual database testing using MySQL and API testing also. The basic testings in both manual database and manual API testing basics will be covered. You will be interview ready if at all you want to choose a manual role. If you want to go for a manual role, these will be helpful, very helpful for you. You'll also learn about Jira. Okay, you'll also learn about Jira. Okay, Ramu, should not be a problem even if you're non-IT, even if you are, even if you have career gap, that should not be a problem. Anyone should be easily able to understand this. That is how it is. That is how the course contents are designed. So need not worry about it. Your background, your experience, your educational qualification does not matter. So smoke. First testing will be, Chelvi, I'm not sure the context here, but if the developer will only do unit testing, but the situation matters here. Okay, the situation matters, Chelvi. The situation is different here. So if I have to tell you, if the developer has to do testing, he will do unit testing. He will also do his unit testing. You will also do your unit testing. Tester will also do unit testing. Developer will also do unit testing. But will we do smoke testing? Smoke testing is the first kind of testing that is done by your testing team. Smoke testing is not done by your development team. Smoke testing will be done by your testing team before starting any testing activity. That is the first testing activity that is done by your testing team. I hope this is clear. This will clear your doubt now. Your testing team will start their testing work based on smoke or sanity only. Once your smoke or sanity is completed, if they feel that, yes, I am okay, we can start our testing, then they will start their actual testing. Smoke and sanity. These are your kind of regression testing where you will do, where these testings are, when the purpose of doing these smoke and sanity testing is basically verify if we can continue with the rest of the testing or not. Because when you get the build, you will never directly do your integration, regression, all these testings. No, you'll never do all of these testing. Unit testing is done by your developers. You will also do your unit testing. Yes, developer will also have to do his unit testing. But you should also do the unit testing. Your unit testing might be different. His unit testing might be different. Does not mean the unit testing, the developer has done the unit testing, so I did not do unit testing. No. Your developers will do different kinds of unit testing. You also will do different kinds of unit testing. Testers will also do their different kinds of unit testing. Okay. So you will do your smoke and sanity because to verify if we can do the rest of the testing or not. Can we start our testing process or not? If smoke and sanity testing are not possible, then you will not start your actual testing. When we do unit testing after your smoke or sanity, when you actually start your testing, you actually start your unit testing, you will do your individual features, individual functionalities, your login, your search, your payment, these individual functionalities, nothing but your unit testing on. As per the test cases that you write, you will be doing your unit test. That's how it is. Hi, for that you may have to join the course. How will a tester do unit testing? If you want to know that, you may have to join the course. You can't expect the entire testing curriculum to be explained in 5 minutes, right? Even if I explain, that might not be possible for you to understand, right? So better you join the course, you will understand the entire process better. Okay. You will look very interested. So I would suggest join the course better. You will learn it in very detailed once you join the course. Kalim, not sure if you are there, but unit testing is nothing but testing the smallest functionality or whatever each and every functionality that is present in your application. Okay, a unit means your functionality, individual functionality. That is a unit. Okay. Chelvi, I was referring to Kalim, not you. Venkat, not necessary. Jenkins or Bamboo is not necessary for you. Not necessary. Those are CI/CD tools. So even if you have an awareness, that is good. Even if you don't have an awareness, that is also good. But your selection is not dependent on Jenkins or Bamboo. Don't worry. You will not be selected on the basis of Jenkins or Bamboo unless you put 10 years or 12 years or 15 years of experience as a tester. Then your Jenkins knowledge might be useful. But anything between 5 to 7 years, Jenkins is really not a technical detail that is really necessary, to be honest. Both, Sai Reddy, both of them can get Selenium automation jobs. Both of them can get Selenium automation jobs. A unit is nothing but your smallest functionality, your individual functionality in your application. Any functionality in your application, you can think of it as a unit. Those functionalities you will be testing using unit testing. By giving different types of data, you will be testing the same functionality again and again. Are we good to close it here for today? Or do you guys have any other queries? Okay. For those people who have joined today, we will also learn Jira. We will also learn how to write our test cases. So every day, 9 p.m. IST will be our course, 6 days a week. Sunday, holidays, festivals. It's obviously a holiday. After your manual testing is done, your manual testing will require anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks. You did not get the YouTube links. Hold on a minute. I'll ask the admin team. Hold on. Hold on, guys. The admin team is sending me the links on WhatsApp. I'll be posting it in the chat box. You can use it from there. Selenium. Yes. The core Java will take 3 to 4 weeks. Your will take 3 to 4 weeks. So that's 1.5 month done. The last 1 month, you will be learning Selenium, Test Engine, Cucumber along with your sample project. This Git, GitHub, and Maven you will be learning every day. This is not needed to be learned separately. You need to learn it at the beginning of the course only, along with manual. So I'll help you out with that. Need not worry. So I will also share the interview questions with you. I mean, it's not that the questions will be asked from that file only, but it will be a good practice for you before attending any interview for you. Okay. I'll also help you with the resume preparation part. I'll be sharing sample resumes with you in case you're not clear how to prepare your own resumes, so that you can prepare your own resume. That should also help. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute. I'm sharing the WhatsApp link. I mean, not WhatsApp link, sorry. The YouTube link. The YouTube links have been shared to me on WhatsApp. So hold on. So the YouTube links yesterday have been pasted in your Zoom chat box. Okay, in your Zoom chat box, those details have been pasted, and I hope you guys already have the details of the admin. The admin name is Ramesh Garu. So you can make your payments for Mr. Ramesh. Ramesh sir will be our admin for this particular batch. Okay, you can do your payment in the phone number I have shared in the chat box. So you can reach out to them on WhatsApp and you can ask them your queries, no problem. So the YouTube video links have also been shared with you. Please copy those YouTube links so that you will not be losing out, because at the end of the session, the links will disappear. So please copy those links and paste it in your machine if you want. For those who have attended for the first time today. Yes, Selenium is a very small topic. But for you to understand Selenium, you need to understand core Java first. So that is why core Java will be spending more time. Selenium slightly a less amount of time. Selenium is very easy to understand, but to automate, you need to have Java knowledge. That is why we'll be spending more time on core Java and less time on Selenium. I mean, it's not less time. I'll be taking roughly 3 weeks to 4 weeks to complete your manual. Sorry, 3 to 4 weeks exclusively for your automation only, not core Java. Sorry, yeah, 3 to 4 weeks exclusively for your automation part, automation project. I mean, the sample project and your Naukri resume upload. Roughly 3 to 4 weeks are required for this. So overall, I will need 2.5 months. So based on how quick we are to learn, we may close it a week early or a week late. Depends on how fast we learn. All right. So this is the course content. So anyone has any queries, or are we good to close? Anyone has any queries, or are we good to close? Come on, guys. If you have any queries, let me know. Let me know if you have any queries. Stopping the recording here.